The shege of gbasgbos that I suffered in my marriage made me become an alcoholic, says veteran actress Adesanya, as she disclosed in an interview with Chude. Hello everyone, you're so much welcome. For the very first time, Adesanya is sharing her experience with a very toxic husband, very abusive husband, Goriola Hassan. Now, way back, way back when Nollywood started, when we talk about pioneers, people who were already A-list stars before the likes of Genevieve, we are talking about Adesanya. She was in the league of after Liz Benson and Egoboyo, RMD, and then we had Ramsey. Then we started having the likes of Adesanya. Oh yes, she's that at the top. In fact, in one of the blockbuster movie that she did, Genevieve was, let's say, like a starter. That was how high Adesanya was, with her impeccable command of English, her charisma, her bubbly spirit, and her beautiful features. She's still our darling any day, anytime. Because immediately I saw that interview she did with Chude, I said, I have to consume this content. And did I? I did. Hello everyone, you're so much welcome. A lot happens in the life of women. And like they normally say that you can get anything wrong, but if you get it wrong while choosing your spouse, either as a man or as a woman, then your life might just take a pause or might just stop in all entirety. That is the case of Adesanya. Out of the blues, then we saw her. At that time, let me say, Adesanya is somebody tó máa ń sọ pé kéèyàn fojú jẹkùn. Ṣùgbọ́n kó má lè dẹran pa. In that time, well, ojú ò tí là báyìí, she was one of those actresses that went through the ranks. And Bimbo Akitola, yes, she was in the league of Bimbo Akitola. So our veterans whenever they have interviews or whenever they make special appearances, we still doff our heart to say salutes to them, because these are the OGs before IGs. These are the people that they've done the work. Without social media, then we had national encomium fame and all of that, and that's where we read and consume, in quotes, news about them at that time. So these women have paid their dues, and I would always give them and accord them the respect they deserve, and but it was unfortunate that Madam Adesanya Bosowo, she really Bosowo. If you have time, please go and watch the video. I want you to consume everything she said and watch her expression as she was saying it. Even when she was revealing it and saying that was the first time she's saying it, you could see the trauma in her eyes. It's been many years, but the truth of the matter is when you talk about something that hurts you, there's still that feeling that comes to fore. Mr. Goriola, I think he was an American comeback returnee or something at that time, because he had this gangsterism of somebody who has been abroad and come back. Abroad to work, nobody knows. But even the fact that I was an American returnee or UK returnee, there was something that was offish about him. Yeah, there was something off. It was too, yes, he was known as Schoolboy. I think he did a movie then, Schoolboy. And though sometimes we don't judge these characters by the character they play in the movies, but the truth of the matter is sometimes their character is not too far from who they are. He was so aggressive, and but something about him was just so off at that time. I don't know. But Ayo fell in love. Like she said she was naive. And tomorrow you will know that only governor Kiri, because at that time, come on. I want to see Genevieve go marry in Sito, you must say, I want Gami níwájú ni. When life wants to happen to the best of us, it happens. And there are some things in this life, you see that valley of trials and tribulations. Kò sí ká má gbà kọjá. Duration tá máa fi gbà kọjá yẹn, k'Ọlọ́run bá wa làjà ni. ó nígbà táwọn fẹ́ ọkọ àwọn báyìí gbaz. And honestly, if you go to the comment section, not just on today's show, on different platforms that shared the video, you will see people mentioning where they live, Cole, ní Surulere. And she said it in the interview, pé ọkọ wọn máa nà ó báyìí, àwọn èèyàn máa form ring around, wọn máa fa àwọn ṣe fíìmù wò báyìí. Tí wọn dẹ̀ bí baba ńlá kú baba anybody láti kó sáàrin, torí tó bá kó sáàrin ìwọ gan máa collect blow lójú. That was how abusive this man was. She said she sucked it in, and all of a sudden he was in control. Of course, as a husband, he was in control of everything about her. Tó bá ti pè fún production gbà yẹn bá níyàwó wọn available àbárẹ̀ òyà. So bàtọ́ yẹ táwọn yẹn rí pé kíní wọ́n cut her off. People moved on. And that's life. When the desired is not available, the available becomes the desired. You know. So all these things happened. She had a son. Ọ̀nà ọ̀lọ́bí mọ́ l'Amẹ́ríkà. Bàtọ́ òun dé ọkọ òun ní òun fẹ́ nǹkan tó máa disturb ẹ̀. Kó lọ gbọ́mọ ẹ̀ fún yẹ́ ẹ̀ ní Ìbàdàn. So she took the child to Ìbàdàn. Because he wanted a 100% focus on the production that they did. For the OGs who are listening to this, you remember that around that time, she was only doing production of her husband. Film tó wà tọkọ ẹ̀ bá ṣe nìkan, tó máa ń ṣe fíìmù ìyá arúgbó kan báyìí. She plays the roles very well. Very well, as in local woman and mannerism and everything, and very funny, very comic. This woman needs talent. But nígbà tí ìpayà marriage fẹ́ pa ọ̀tá ẹ̀, you know, ó kú lọ́kàn ẹ̀. She said she spent 10 years in the marriage. 10 years in the marriage. And she said, nígbà tó bá no tán, the only thing that she knows she can do for herself was to go and get alcohol. Pòun máa mutí to the point that ó máa wà numb. That thing they call the pre-pre. No be child's play. The pre-pre is not a child's play. You person if you enter the pre-pre, you will not even remember you are a human being anymore. You're just existing. Even the things that brought you joy before, right? Depression ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Nígbà tó yọ òru ọjọ́ kan báyìí lẹ́nu ra gbọ́mọ òun báyìí. Ìgbé àfẹ́wé tó ń ṣe sálọ ni. Ó ní òun ti kúrò first time, second time, third time. Ó ní òun máa ń padà wá bẹ̀ òun máa padà wá. Bá ti nà òun tọ́nà wá máa bẹ̀ òun. Ẹ̀mọ̀ kúrò àwọn ọkùnrin narcissist yẹn. Àwọn èèyàn sọ wọ́n ní she's a good, kind-hearted woman. People that really knew her and where she said, they said she was a good woman. Ó nígbà yẹn ó máa wọ sunglasses ojú báyìí. Pàtó ti já òun blow lójú. Ọjọ́ kan wà ní production. Kó tó di post stop láti máa act yẹn. Òun wà ní kí ló máa ń pe location. Òun bá sáré lọlé bóyá kóun lọ mú nǹkan bóyá bẹ́ẹ̀ really jìnnà sílé òun. Ọkọ òun ó ti ṣá òun blow lójú. Òun ṣá wọ specs, òun ṣe scarf, bàtó máa fi location làwọn bí Akíntọ́lá ní bọ́bọ́ yìí máa pa ẹ̀. Ìwọ bèbí, but you know, kọ́lọ̀ má ṣe wá ní ajá tó máa sọnù kó má gbọ́ fèrè ọdẹ. I'm thanking God for her. Because there are a lot of witnesses that said yes, that pé ń fa àwọn Goriola ní family house ní area Surulere yẹn pé bọ̀bọ̀ tó lọ nàgà mú ṣòro mú yìí ṣe mọ̀ kọ́kùnrin mi nàgà mú ṣòro ni. Because I don't see why a reasonable man would derive joy in cutting off what a woman was doing before you met her. She said he was in charge of the finances. Ó máa bẹ̀bẹ̀ kó tó fóun lówó. Tún wá make her happy, wá tún máa lù lálùbẹ̀m̀bẹ́. Sherry Kinney, it's easy to say, but when you are in that situation, you know how helpless you can be. That's why women, it's always good for you. When you see the flag, àbí tó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan, hey, tó bá dúró, ó máa rìn ẹ́ mọ́lẹ̀ sí ni. You will not be able to leave. You become helpless. Òun náà ń pè ní Stockholm syndrome. You'll be finding a reason to keep staying. Dẹ̀ ní mọ̀ pé ṣe láyé ẹ̀ ń drift away from you by díẹ̀. So she said she finally summoned the courage to pack her stuff. But tóun tó ń lọ gbé níbì kan, tóun lọ fún production, ó tún wá kidnap ọmọ àwọn. Pé Ọlọ́run ló ní kí àwọn tó wà pẹ̀lú ọmọ yẹn kọ́ wà alert. Òun ti ṣe ọmọ òun gbàǹjọ́ yẹn tí ò rí gbọ́mọ lọ. Torí bí UI ni wọ́n stop ẹ̀ lẹ́nu géètì. Wọ́n ṣe gbọ́mọ lọ́wọ́ Goriola nìyẹn. So she's seen so much. And ojú ti wá là these days, tó jẹ́ wípé people now have, she healed. She has, this is the first time she's talking about it, and it's over 10 years. So at least she has healed to a point that she's confident enough to talk about it. So we must give her the credence. This is not the time. Thomas of Obìnrin kan pé ọkùnrin kan nà ẹ̀ dúró kó forí rọ kó wọ grave lọ. Ọ̀fọ̀ kó rí rọ kó place ara ẹ̀ sí antidepressant àbí kó di èrò àrò. If you don't choose yourself, that man who is maltreating you will never choose you. Oh, why only? So for Madam Ayo Adesanya, we are happy. You are happy. If you check her TikTok page, she's always dancing and joyful. This is something that, makes me happy as well, because she's one woman that I really, really love. She also talked about how she tried marriage again. Is it marriage or she had another person? Well, she tried settling down again, but that marriage. So please say a word of prayer for her. Let's keep encouraging women to speak up, to choose themselves when they have spouses tó rí wọn ti yí 360 degrees. Tí wọ́n dẹ̀ fi pé kó máa fìyà jẹ wọ́n yẹn ní nǹkan tó kù. Kọ́lọ́ má jẹ́ kó sọ́wọ́. Kọ́lọ́ má jẹ́ káwọn ọmọ wa kó sọ́wọ́. Tá bá dẹ̀ rí pa ti kó sọ́wọ́. Ẹ jẹ́ ká help ara wa. Life is for the living. And yes, marriage is a good thing, but if it's not working for you, make your own choice. Thank you so much for watching. Ire o.